This is where you will always find the latest transfer developments, injury reports, behind-the-scenes drama, and breaking headlines delivered straight to you every single day. If you are an Arsenal supporter who lives and breathes everything about the club, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now and become part of our incredible community that continues to grow with passionate fans from all over the world. Now, let's not waste any more time, because some very big stories are unfolding at the Emirates, and you do not want to miss this. The first major headline involves Arsenal's blockbuster summer signing Victor Gyokeres. Just when fans were beginning to celebrate his strong start in North London, news has broken that the striker could end up missing some crucial matches in 2026. And no, it's not because of injury or suspension, it's because he may be required to appear in court. That's right. Arsenal's £63.5 million signing from Sporting Lisbon, who has already impressed with 2 goals in his first 3 matches, has been called as a witness in a major legal case in Sweden scheduled for next year. The case surrounds his agent, Hassan Sedinkaya, who has filed a defamation lawsuit against 2 Swedish publications, FBSDHLM and Expressen. Those outlets accuse Sedinkaya and his agency, HCM Sports Management, of having links to criminal gangs, an accusation that Sedinkaya has fiercely denied. The lawsuit has now reached the Stockholm District Court, and Gyokeres has agreed to testify if required. Sedinkaya's lawyer, Joakim Lundqvist, confirmed to Swedish media that Arsenal's number 9 has indeed been named as a witness. As if that wasn't enough drama, Swedish police only recently opened an investigation into a shooting incident involving a relative of one of Gyokeres' representatives, further complicating the situation. No official date has been fixed for the trial yet, meaning the uncertainty lingers. But here's the problem for Arsenal. If the court dates end up clashing with Champions League knockout rounds or FA Cup fixtures in 2026, then the Gunners could find themselves without their star striker in key moments of the season. Meanwhile, another big story is brewing around Leandro Trossard. Just days after the Premier League transfer window slammed shut, Arsenal have shockingly received a late offer for the Belgian winger. According to reports from Turkey, the Besiktas have submitted a bid worth £19.1 million. Now, while Arsenal can no longer bring in new players due to the closed window in England, the Turkish transfer window remains open until September 12th, meaning there is still time for a deal to be struck. The Istanbul Giants, led by manager Sergen Yalçın, are desperate for a left winger after missing out on Manchester United's Jadon Sancho, who opted for a loan to Aston Villa. Trossard, who signed a new Arsenal contract this summer that raised his salary but kept his deal until 2027, could be their solution. The question is, will Arsenal accept? Mikel Arteta values Trossard's versatility across the front line, but interest from clubs like Brentford, Aston Villa, and even overseas sides earlier in the summer suggests the Belgian's market value is still very strong. And while fans are still digesting those stories, Arsenal have been hit with another major setback, this time on the injury front. William Saliba could be sidelined for up to a month after suffering an ankle sprain in the 1-0 defeat to Liverpool. What makes this worse is that the French defender actually injured his ankle during warm-up but insisted on starting the game, only to last 5 minutes before being forced off. He was later withdrawn from France's squad after their medical team confirmed the extent of the sprain. Reports in L'Equipe suggest that Saliba may not return until after the October international break. That means at least 4 weeks on the sidelines during a period when Arsenal face an intense run of fixtures: Nottingham Forest at home, Manchester City the following week, tough away trips to Newcastle United and West Ham, plus their opening Champions League clashes against Athletic Club and Olympiacos. With so much at stake, Saliba's absence could not have come at a worse time. Christian Mosquera was the man who stepped in at Anfield, but with new arrival Piero Hincapié from Bayer Leverkusen and Ricardo Calafiori capable of playing centrally, Arteta still has defensive cover. Even young prospect Miles Lewis-Skelly could step in if Calafiori shifts inside. However, when you add Saliba's absence to the list of injuries Arsenal are already dealing with, Bukayo Saka nursing a hamstring issue, Kai Havertz recovering from minor surgery, Gabriel Jesus still sidelined long-term, and Ben White battling fitness concerns, it paints a very concerning picture. Thankfully, the international break provides a chance for players to recover and regroup before the chaos resumes. In transfer business, Arsenal have finally confirmed the signing of Piero Hincapié from Bayer Leverkusen. The Ecuadorian centre-back joins on loan with an obligation to buy. Manager Mikel Arteta has already praised his physicality, tactical flexibility, and balance of youth and maturity, calling him a perfect addition to strengthen the squad. Hincapié himself revealed that it only took one conversation to convince him to join Arsenal, and despite interest from rivals like Tottenham, he was determined to wear the red and white. His ambition is clear. He wants to win trophies with Arsenal and establish himself as a cornerstone of the team. Of course, his arrival meant one departure. Gyokeres has officially joined Porto on a loan deal with an obligation to buy worth around £23 million including add-ons. Gyokeres posted an emotional farewell message on social media, thanking Arsenal fans and teammates for their support and describing his time in North London as unforgettable. His teammates filled the comments section with love, with Declan Rice calling him a monster, and William Saliba and Gabriel Martinelli also paying tribute. Meanwhile, Oleksandr Zinchenko shocked many by sealing a late loan move to Nottingham Forest, despite earlier links to Marseille. The Ukrainian left-back will get more game time at Forest, while Arsenal continue reshaping their squad. Reiss Nelson has also gone out on loan to Brentford, aiming for consistent minutes and promising to excite fans with goals and assists. Elsewhere, Fabio Vieira and Albert Sambi Lokonga have headed to Hamburg, with Vieira on loan and Lokonga making a permanent switch. All of this comes at the end of one of the busiest and most expensive transfer windows in Arsenal's history. The Gunners spent a staggering £267.5 million on new signings including Gyokeres, Eberechi, Noni Madueke, Martin Zubimendi, and now Piero Hincapié, alongside Christian Mosquera, Christian Norgard, and Kepa Arrizabalaga from Chelsea, for just £5 million. On the other hand, sales only brought in £8.75 million, leaving Arsenal with the worst net spend in the Premier League this summer at minus £248.5 million. It's a massive gamble that puts huge pressure on Arteta and his squad to deliver silverware this season. The squad now looks stronger, deeper, and more versatile, but questions remain. Injuries are mounting, Gyokeres faces possible courtroom distractions, Trossard's future hangs in the balance, and the controversial penalty decision at Anfield still has fans fuming. With the Champions League about to begin and the Premier League heating up, Arsenal must prove on the pitch that all the investment and squad changes were worth.